A drink, bartender, pour me some cranberry juice and vodka. Hey, hey. As soon as I reach for my drink, a lady in a red dress and high heels takes it from me. Excuse me, lady, but I have to ask. Am I a mark? You're obviously a 10. You're probably wondering why this podcast is coming to you the way it is. The reason being is independent artists, we get a bad deal, especially here in Memphis. We have the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers keep independent artists off the radio. Although I went to Holly Springs, Mississippi, 92.7 FM. I want to send a huge shout and a huge thank you out to them. They welcome me with open arms. But I cannot say that about Memphis. I cannot say that because a lot of people I know, independent artists, have had a hard time getting their music played on the radio. But they get awards for 30 plus years of service. And I'm trying to figure out what service is that that they're getting accolades for when they've done nothing for the artists in Memphis. But when I go to Atlanta, I turn on the radio, I hear Atlanta artists. When I go to New York City on Hot 97, I hear people from the Bronx, Queens, Long Island, all over the place, New Jersey. But when I come home here, I don't hear it. But somebody's gonna make this argument. Well, Yo Gotti's on the radio. You hear K. Michelle and them on the radio. But they had to leave here and sign with other folks and then come back to get on the radio. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So this podcast is dedicated for and by independence. The man that's shooting this video is Mr. Tim Baldwin. He's an independent video man, photographer, does a phenomenal job. If you don't think he does, all you have to do is go on YouTube. Done a bunch of great videos, plus mine, Carlos Wright Red on YouTube. You can check that out right now. Man, it's the best in my book. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to what the independent artists really need to succeed. The first thing an independent artist needs is an entertainment attorney. I have one. Her name is Laquita Stokes. You can reach her at 901-801-1000. That's 901-801-1000. What does an entertainment attorney do? They will oversee any kind of contracts that somebody might throw at you. The most common contract that artists get is a 360 contract, which, you know, I have mixed feelings about it. I was offered that contract and I read through that contract. She read through that contract with me and she said it's not in my best interest to sign that. So that lets you know what that's all about. I heard of people getting signed for a couple $100,000. What they're not telling you is you got to pay taxes out of that $200,000 or $300,000, whatever you get. You got to have a manager. You got to have a lot of things going on when you get that type of money. Then when you get through, you might not have nothing but a couple of pennies left over. But I'm not here to point a finger at folks. I'm just here to bring this to light. No artist is going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. So, an independent artist needs an entertainment attorney to handle their affairs because that's what a lawyer does. So, even if you go to Atlantic Records, Columbia Records, the big boys, Universal, whoever, you're gonna need that mouthpiece. So I'm gonna move along. Another thing an independent artist needs is a website, a good website. And you may see on the screen here, Christian Carter. She is very good, very talented. You can reach her also at 501 7733. That's 901 501 7733. She does phenomenal work. She does mine. So I can vouch for that. Also, if you don't want to go that route, Google copyright.gov. You can go on there and you can go on there and see what you need to do to file your work. This is important. A lot of people that I know have been ripped off. A lot of people throughout history have been ripped off because they trusted a handshake rather than paper. And what I'm gonna tell you is paper is your best friend, a paper trail. So if you wanna go copyright.gov, if you just wanna go through the internet, Google it, or you can call them directly at 202-707-3000, 202-707-3000. They will help you copyright your music for the small fee that they charge, $55 for a whole EP. And for a peace of mind, I do that in a heartbeat. I do that. I've done that for all 6 of my EPs. I'm working on a 6th right now. But peace of mind, people can't walk off with your work. Hey, it's the best thing going. Those are the 3 things you really need. And I'm gonna add a 4th. The 4th thing you need in this day and age is a good videographer. And Baldwin Flash Production is the way to go. He's probably gonna see that on your screen right now, and he is the man. So if the independent artist is important for people to see what you look like, the visual is everything. And so Mr. Baldwin can put that together for you. Now, this is what I'm about to say. I know about this time people saying, well, who is this guy? Who the hell is this dude? Well, right now, probably on your screen is a lot of my work, my videos, songs I've written, performances and whatnot, videos and everything. This is a movement. This is not something, a show. This ain't the $10 show. The days of the $10 show, begging to get on shows, and this type of stuff is over. I am the co-founder of the Roll It on the River show, which aired for 3 months on Comcast Cable 31, right after the Thaddeus Matthews show. Groundbreaking stuff. No independent artist has ever done this. So we had a lot of talent on the show. We were right by the river. We had a lot of fun doing the show, and it is coming back this spring. After the pandemic we get it under control, we'll feel better about having people down and everything like that. So the Roll It on the River show is coming back this spring. Well, next spring, 2021, I should say. So look forward to that. And also there is something huge coming down the pipe after that. I can't give away too many details because in the past, when we gave away too many details, someone ran off and tried to start. They ran off and tried to start their own version of what we created, me and Little Lady Blue. And I want to send a special shout out to her, my homegirl, Little Lady Blue. You know what I'm saying? Me and her talked many hours about starting this thing, and it came to fruition. And was really proud of it. And other than that, I have to be careful about what I say because we have people here in the city that, they don't understand what we're trying to do. They don't understand the struggle. And they want to, they'll take something and they'll run with it and try to create their own thing, but they don't understand this is for the independent artists. This is we're helping people like myself, like Blue, the Tony Moes, people like that. We're putting something together that's very special. But when I tell you there's something coming so big, it's going to make so much noise. I can't talk about it because if I say something, somebody will, try to start this thing up themselves and take credit for what, we planned. And it has happened before. When we did Roll It on the River, somebody came up with Soul It on the River. So I'm like, wait a minute, but that's the mentality of some of these people. They don't understand that we exist to help one another and bring one another together. Not try to go off and make $200 or $300 on a pipe dream. That's not what we're about. It's not about us. It's about the independent artists and the independent artists representing Memphis. And Memphis getting behind us. And then we need to show everybody in the country that we're just as talented, we're just as professional, we're just as good as the people in LA, we're just as good as the people in New York, we're just as good as the people in Atlanta. We're not mad at that, but we deserve a certain amount of respect for what we're doing. And I'm not going to talk too much longer, but I just want y'all to know that the revolution is here. And it's bad. There's a lot of people don't want to see it. I'm sorry. It ain't going nowhere. We're here to stay. And it'll be more videos coming, more information as time goes on, as the pandemic, becomes, we get it under control, more things will come down the pipe. Like I said, I want to tell y'all, but I really can't tell y'all right now because circumstances has happened. So I'm Carlos Wright. You can check me out on YouTube. We do Memphis.com. You can go on that website, check out what's going on. Facebook, you can check it out. You can check me out on Facebook. All of that. And I'm not going to talk too much longer. I just want to thank y'all. Tune in for the next one. It's going to be bigger and better. This is the first one, but not the last. Hold on. Roll On River Show is coming this spring. It's going to be on. We're going to have some fire talent on there. And this your boy Carlos. I'm finna roll on up out of here. And I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm gone.
Money, corruption, the whole world headed for destruction. Killing my brother ain't no thing. Possessing what he has makes me cute.
Makes me wanna holler, throw up my head. It makes me wanna holler, throw up my head. Listen to me, baby. Make me wanna holler, throw up my head. It makes me wanna holler, throw up my head. Listen to me, baby. Politicians say they have the answer. Less pollution and a cure for cancer. I don't think they have the answer. All I hear is like a room banter. Oh, make me wanna holler, throw up my head. It makes me wanna holler, throw up my head. Listen to me, baby.